Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kirsten if you are new here, and today I'm super excited to take you guys along for a tour in my studio apartment. So I currently live in a 427 square foot studio apartment. I am living in New York City, and as you know, the apartments are super teeny, but I do feel really happy with the way that I've decorated it and styled it, so I'm excited to share with you today. I moved in here in January and really felt when I moved that I wanted to take my time decorating this apartment. I didn't want to rush through it and then just buy pieces that I wasn't really happy with in the end. So I finally feel settled and ready to share with you all that is my studio apartment. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So we're starting right off in my entryway. This is the doorway, and then it leads you right to this coat hook that I had installed here. So instead of hanging coats here, I've just added some bags, and this just makes it super easy for me to grab them and head out the door. So then that brings you over to my fridge here on the left. So in the fridge, I'm not gonna go too in detail, but there's just a lot of condiments and sauces on this side here. And then inside I've got lots of drinks, I've got some meal kits that I like to prepare and things of that nature. So that is my fridge. And then in my freezer I just keep a bunch of frozen goodies just if I want to pop them in the microwave. It makes it super easy to just grab and go. So this brings me to the kitchen countertops, and this is where I really try to take advantage of the space and the decor. So I've just added this tea station here. I actually don't drink coffee, so this was perfect for me. I've got these jars with syrups in them, and I just usually use them for my matchas and for bubble teas. And then down here I have my matcha powder, and I've got some coasters, so it's the perfect little station for that. And then here I just have a utensil holder, and I just keep some wooden spoons and ladles. And then over here I have some other books. This is a recipe book, then I have an organization book and a cocktail book. So I really love to have that handy as well. And then as far as storage goes, I just have my cups and my plates in these cabinet drawers. And I've tried to organize them in a way that feels right for me. So I've got lots of glassware up here, and then all the plates and bowls are down here next to the mugs. Then moving over here, I just have this always pan, which I usually keep on my stovetop next to a spoon rest. And then here, this towel is from Target, so I've just added it here, and it's really easy for me to dry my hands. On this side of the countertop, I just have my soaps, of course, and then I have this picture frame, which I really love. It's a fruit stand, and it just kind of brings me back to DR, and so I have that there. This is from Society 6, and I've got, of course, my paper towels, and then a nice fruit bowl. This is a paper mache bowl that I got from Etsy, and then, of course, just a knife set right beside it. And then here's my dishwasher. I was so happy that this apartment came with a dishwasher. And I'm not gonna go through all of my cabinets, but this one right here is my pantry cabinet. So I will show you. I just like to keep lots of snacks handy. So this is what it looks like. And I know I said I don't drink coffee, and I have all of these Nespresso pods, but this is just for guests when they wanna come over and enjoy a cup of coffee. I have that handy. And that's pretty much that. Directly across from the kitchen is this dresser of mine. I actually needed this furniture piece because I didn't have enough storage. This apartment has 2 closets, which I will show you, but I added this dresser, and it was the perfect amount of space for this wall behind it. So I kind of wanted to turn this into like a bar area on top, since it is directly across from my kitchen. So I do have this ice bucket and a nice bottle of wine. I think this is so cool. It says Black Girl Magic. My friend bought it for me, so I love that. And then I just keep some other decor on top. Now I do have some plans for this, since I told you I want to make it into a bar, but I haven't gotten all the pieces yet for it. So this is not set in stone yet, but this is what it currently looks like. For now, this is good enough. But now let's head into the bedroom and living room area. Okay, so here we are in the bedroom area of my studio, and the space really isn't that large, so I wasn't able to create much separation between my couch and my bedroom area, so I really had to be strategic with the way that I placed my furniture. What I did was just set my bed against this wall over here, and then I do have my couch on the opposite wall, which you will see in a bit, but that just helps to create some sort of divide so it doesn't feel like I'm always in the same space. And obviously the main attraction in my bedroom is my bed. And what I really like about this is the tall headboard. It also has a wingback frame, so it really just makes the bed feel super elevated and luxurious. And then I've just dressed it up with some pillows and throw blankets. This is pretty much how I make my bed every morning. So I do have a few Casa Luna pillows in the back, and then I have my standard pillows that I sleep with, and then a throw pillow that has more patterns and textures just to kind of add some dimension into the space. I also have this Casa Luna quilt here, and then at the foot of my bed I have this Barabee weighted blanket. This is actually my first time having a weighted blanket, and I've only had it for a couple weeks, so I'm still testing it out. But so far, I'm loving it. This one is actually also vegan. It's called the Tree Napper, so it is made out of completely recycled materials. So it's also eco-friendly, which I love. So that pretty much completes the bedding. Something that I really did struggle with in the studio was making this feel like a bedroom and not just a bed sitting against a wall. So as you can see, in order to complete the area, I added this painting right above my bed, and I actually DIY'd this painting, which I have shown before on my channel. I also put together the wooden frame for it, and I really love how it turned out. I think that the black in the painting really helps just to break up all the neutral colors in the space. And as you can see on either side of the painting, I also put up these wall sconces. So the main reason I wanted to put them up was just because I didn't have two nightstands on either side of my bed like you normally would. So I felt like the space kind of needed something on both sides just to really make it feel like a bedroom. So I felt like these lights would be the perfect thing to add. And I also really like the added touch of brass that it brings. As you can see, I also have some brass going on against the wall there. I just added this circle mirror from Target. Mirrors are essential in small spaces and really help to make them feel larger than they actually are. So that's what you'll see on that wall. And then right beside it, I have hung some curtains. I actually used to have pull-out doors that led to my closet, but they were taking up space in the studio, so I felt like curtains would be a more practical option. So I have two panels hanging just to kind of cover up my closet. This closet I mainly use for jeans and pants, as well as some tops and dresses that I have. And I've tried to keep them color coordinated, but I also like to organize them by category and item of clothing. So it is a little confusing, but it makes sense for me, and it makes it super easy for me to just pick out my clothes in the morning. Now at the foot of my bed, I just have this narrow bench. And this bench is perfect. I think it also just adds something to the space. It kind of makes it feel a bit more complete. And it is super narrow, so a lot of people don't know that you actually can sit on it, but it's definitely very sturdy. This was actually completely customized for the dimensions that I needed and for the type of wood that was used. And right underneath, I just have this shag rug that I got from IKEA, and it's super small and perfect for this area. And I just feel like it really makes the bedroom feel like a bedroom rather than just a bed in a studio. But now we can head back over and I'll show you what I keep by my bed in lieu of a nightstand. So as I mentioned before, I do not have nightstands, but I do instead have this small little accent table. This is actually from Target, and it is meant to be an accent table, but I use it just to hold this beautiful vessel here. And what I love most about this is that I really can just interchange the flowers that are inside. So right now I have some blooming branches that I got a few days ago, and they've already bloomed so nicely inside. But sometimes I keep my ZZ plant in here, sometimes I put fresh florals and things like that, but I really can just switch them out every now and again, and it really adds this nice pop of color to my bedroom, which is otherwise pretty neutral. So I do tend to keep my bedroom in this color palette just because I feel like it brings about a calm atmosphere, especially for sleeping. I do not have the best sleeping habits by any means, so I feel like this neutral color palette just really helps and makes it feel inviting for rest and for sleep. So I really like to keep it like that. And then over here, I just have this snake plant, which is in a standing planter. And this baby has grown so much already, so I'm excited to see how much more it'll grow. And now we're ready to see the living room. So over in the living room here, I just have my TV console. And this is actually a dining room buffet, but I opted for this because it's much wider than a traditional TV stand, and it has a lot of closed storage. So these drawers I actually use to store some extra clothing items. So this one here just has my socks and other things like that. And then inside here is where I store like board games and some jewelry and just extra necessities. And I really like just having all of these doors in here because it's all hidden away and I don't have to worry about anyone seeing clutter or mess. So I really like that about it. And then I've also just mounted my TV. And this is really nice because I was able to also decorate and style this console. So here I just have a wooden chain link, and then I have a jewelry box with this standing disc. And then coming right over, I have this Marshall speaker, which is really nice to have in the home. Every home needs a speaker, so this is a really nice one, and it's also aesthetically pleasing. And then here I've just styled it with a decor book, a few vases, and then a geode. And I really like how this looks all put together. So I didn't mention, but the great thing about this TV and the way it's mounted is that it's actually on a swivel mount. So you can pull it out And I can also tilt it to where it's facing my bed so that if I'm ever in bed and want to watch TV, I can always just do that. And then coming right over this way, I just have this huge mirror. This is the infamous IKEA Hovet mirror, and I feel like a lot of homes have this right now. It's just super affordable and such a big piece. And again, this just really reflects off of the other mirror that I have, and it's really nice just to have in my studio, so I love that there. And then here I have this really tall ceramic planter. I'm actually hoping to put an olive tree inside, but it still hasn't arrived, so I'm just waiting on that, and then that'll fill up the space much nicer. And then right to the side, I just have this basket. This just sits on the floor and holds some extra throw blankets, and it's really nice just if I have any guests over, we can each have our own little blanket and cozy up together on the couch, so I love that. And then over on this windowsill, I just keep all my plants pretty much. This is the area that gets the most sunlight, so I feel like this is where they're the happiest, so I tend to just keep them right there on the windowsill. And now I'll show you the rest of my space. So here we are in the living room area. First things first is this huge couch. I was shocked that I was able to fit this sectional in here. This is 130 inches wide, and it's just really perfect. I've always wanted a sectional just to fit more people on it, but I'm really happy that I was able to fit it in this space. I get questions about this all the time. So this couch I got at Castlery. I will link everything down in the description box below. But this is really so nice. It's really soft and really comfortable. And then I've just decorated it with some throw pillows here. So I really like the contrast between the blue pillows and the rust. And I also have some hints of pink here. Kind of stuck with the rule of threes as far as my pillows go. So that just gives balance on either side. And then of course, right above my couch, I wasn't sure if I wanted to add some art prints, but I felt like a shelf might be a nice little change. So I did add this really long lac shelf, and right here I just have some more decor, some vases, some books. I got this piece of driftwood from HomeGoods actually, so that was a really cool find. Some more prints from Etsy up above, and then I've got some candles, a plant, some other books here, and then a vase with flowers. And I've showed this shelf before, but this shelf is ever changing. I keep restyling it and just switching things out for the new season. So I really like that I have this shelf here. In the event that I get tired of things, I can always replace them with new decor pieces. So that's pretty nice. And then over here is my coffee table. And I recently restyled my coffee table. So right now I just keep the Architectural Digest book here. I have some coasters on it, and I have a tray that keeps my candle, as well as some matches. And then I have this nice bouquet of flowers for the springtime. It just makes me happy to look at them. Then I have some other candlesticks right here. Right underneath my coffee table, I have this beautiful rug. This is a 5x8 rug that I also got from West Elm. It's the Kolka rug. And I really like it because it incorporates all of the colors that you'll see throughout my home. So even though I did want to separate the spaces between my bedroom and my living room areas, I feel like this just makes the whole apartment pretty cohesive because it just blends all the colors together in a really nice way. And then right at the edge of the couch, I just have yet another throw blanket. I feel like you really can't have too many. It just really helps to bring about the cozy feel in your home. This is the one that I actually use the most. This is from Target, and it's super fluffy and soft, so I just keep it right at the foot of my couch. And now I can show you what's on the other side. Okay, so over here, this is actually my nightstand from my previous apartment. So I used to keep it right next to my bed, but as I said before, I didn't have enough space over there for it. So I'm now using it as an end table, and I feel like it works perfectly over here too. I love that it has this drawer in here so I can store things, and I also have added a basket for extra storage underneath. And then at the top, I just keep this candle. I've got another little decorative box up here with some selenite sticks on top. And then I have some more home decor books with this vessel, and I've just filled it with some olive branches that are now dried. And then here I have a lamp, and this really comes in handy at nighttime when I don't want to turn on the overhead lights. Right over here I have a blanket ladder. So like I said, you can't have too many throws. They're super nice and convenient, so I just keep these two hanging here. And they also add some color and liveliness to the space. So now we're gonna head back down the hallway, and I can show you my bathroom and my other closets. So in this space, coming right off the entryway area, I have my closets. Two more closets, and I'll show you. This one is like my entryway closet where I store all of my coats and things like that. So here I have most of my coats, and it is pretty crowded because I did have to minimize with space and storage when I moved in here. So here I just have my heavier coats, and then right on top I have a shoe rack where I store some winter boots. And now I'll bring you around to my other closet, which is not a traditional closet. This is actually where my washer and dryer are stored. So this was extra special for me. I have never had a washer and dryer unit, so I did just do laundry, so I have stuff in the dryer still. But I tried to really maximize the space as well. As you can see, I have some things hung up on the door. And then right over here, I have some more lighter jackets hung. And then I have this little laundry cart that stores some detergents and things like that. And then right up above, I have some towels, my linens, all of those kinds of things. So that's what my laundry closet looks like. And then this next door over here leads you to my bathroom. Okay, so here's my bathroom. I really tried to make it feel really spa-like in here and very relaxing. As you can see, it comes with these wall sconces already, so it kind of adds the warm lighting to the space. And this is pretty much the only space where I'm okay with warm lighting. I generally like really bright white lights, but here I feel like it really adds to the ambiance. So right on top of this surface, I just have a plant with a candle, and then of course my soap and some toothbrushes. And then I keep this towel so that it's really easy for me to dry my hands. Right above the toilet, I have a nice room spray, and then I have this tissue box holder. So here is my shower. There's no bathtub, as you can see, but it's a standing room shower. And I really like these glass doors. It just kind of makes the space feel super open. And then I've added this shower caddy. This is from the Simple Human brand, and it just stores all my soaps, shampoos, things like that. I also have a shower speaker right on top, and a loofah, and my razor, of course. Then coming over to this side, this is where I have just this extra cart here. And like I said, I'm trying to add to the spa-like vibes here. So on the top, I have another plant. I have this super pretty fan that I actually use to dry my makeup. And then I have these canisters that store cotton balls and another candle. The second tier here just has a rattan tray that's holding some toilet paper. And then on the bottom, I have some rolled up towels. And that completes the tour of my bathroom. And now we are back at the entryway. So that pretty much completes my apartment tour. This is not the biggest space, as you can see, but it's really cozy. And I'm really grateful that I'm able to live in this building. It has everything that I need, and I'm really happy here. So I hope you guys liked this tour. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. And consider subscribing to my channel if you aren't already. I will continue to post home videos every week, so if that interests you, then definitely stick around. And now I'm gonna go lounge on my couch, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!